Hello, welcome back to the mat. Let's get started. We have our yin and journaling practice again today, so you'll need some space, you'll need your journal notebook and some cushions as well if you would like to use those today. So let's get started in our seated position. Hands can be on the knees, palms down, palms up, whatever feels best in your body. Let's take one big shoulder roll, shoulders come up to the ears, press them all the way back and down, sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring all of the awareness inward. Let go of the outside world. Let go of those pressures. Let go of any external stresses. And just allow yourself to be. We've been through an absolute journey over the last 14 days as we enter our third week of our 21 days. I'm sure things have happened in your personal life, your relationships, your work life. There's been ups, there's been downs. Just let go of all of that. And just allow yourself to be in this moment. Scan through your body from the crown of your head all the way down to your fingers and toes. How are you feeling today? How are you? Remembering you don't need a reason why you feel a certain way. Just noticing. Let's shift this awareness to your breath. Again, just observing. And maybe observing the part of you that's observing. Let's take 3 big breaths together. Taking a big inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. 2 more, big inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. Last one, big inhale. And let it go. Maybe you'd like to set an intention for our practice today. Maybe you'd just like to be and come up whatever needs to come up. Option to keep your eyes closed, take your ear over to one side for our next stretch. Guide the breath into that sensation. And when you're ready, chin down towards the ground. Feel that stretch move. And up towards the sky. And in your own time, working your way through those 3 movements. Either holding or moving through any tension you might feel. Two more breaths on this side. And on your exhale, all the way up and over to the other side, ear to shoulder. Find that tension through the side of the neck. Chin goes down towards the ground. And up towards the sky. Working your way through those 3 movements, holding or moving through any tension you might feel. Two more breaths. On your exhale, chin to chest, hands to the back of your head, releasing through the upper back into the neck. 2 breaths. Exhale, hands interlaced behind your back, puff out the chest, look to the sky, pull the hands away from your bum, maybe finding a wiggle left to right. And gently coming back to neutral, we'll make our way to a reclined butterfly position. Option to find some pillows across your mat. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees knock out to the side, and those pillows are right up against your bum. We'll gently lower ourselves backwards onto the mat. If you have like a sunbed type of vibe, or we have our blocks underneath us, we can bring the angle a little bit higher. And if you find the sensation of your knees opening out to the side a little bit intense, you can place some blocks, some cushions, anything underneath your knees to feel supported, maybe a blanket. Option to have the arms out to the side, option for one on your belly, one on your heart. And when you're ready, closing down the eyes. And if this sensation becomes too intense at any stage, you're welcome to straighten your legs long on your mat, or just bring the knees together. As we start to find stillness and silence in this pose, remembering that you're in charge of your thoughts. If it's not serving you, if you don't want it today, you can let it go. Watch it drift off into the space of your mind as it gets smaller and smaller into the distance. Maybe we'll come back to that easy breathing technique we've been exploring. Just doubling the count of your exhale. So if we're inhaling for a count of 3, or exhale for a count of 6. And we don't need to force this breath. Nice, gentle breath. Our first journaling prompt today is, who do I want to be 3 months from now? And when you're ready, slowly bringing your knees together, letting any sensations pass, and in your own time coming up to a seat, finding your journal. Who do I want to be 3 months from now? So that is March 15th, 2025. Last 30 seconds here. Be as specific as you can. Who do you want to be 3 months from now? Our next pose today is thread the needle. So we'll find our way to a 4-point kneeling. Option to keep a cushion at the top of your mat. And we'll thread our right hand underneath the left. So the shoulder and the cheekbone meet the ground or meet a cushion. So we're finding a twist through the spine. Adjust your knees so they're as wide as comfortable for you. An option to stay here, we're pulling that right hand all the way through, and if you want more, maybe you reach that left hand up over your head, or maybe you prefer to bring it all the way around to find the opposite thigh. And if we're going for this bind over the back, think of rolling your top shoulder open so we're looking up towards the sky. When you're ready, maybe you close down the eyes, starting to surrender into this pose. Letting go of any unwanted thoughts. And it's okay if you find a thought that you want to explore. This is your time, this is your practice. Two more breaths on this side. And when you're ready, bring your left hand down towards the ground. Press up into a 4-point kneeling as we find our way to the other side. Bringing our left hand up to the sky and exhale to thread it underneath the right, resting your left shoulder, your left cheekbone onto the ground, reaching that left hand as far away from you as possible. Option to find the right hand up over your head. Option to take it up and over to find your bind, rolling the top shoulder open. Enjoying a nice twist of the spine. When you're ready, softening your gaze or closing the eyes, or maybe just keeping that eye gaze, your drishti, your point of focus on one thing. And our next journaling prompt is, what is the difference between me and them? So what is the difference between you right now and that person that you want to be in 3 months? When you're ready, pressing up to a 4-point kneeling, sitting back onto the heels, finding your journal. What is the difference between me and them? Last 10 seconds here. And let's make our way to our next pose, which is a low lunge. So maybe you'd like to find a pillow underneath your left knee, and we'll step our right leg to the front of the mat. So we'll start in a 90-90 with each leg. And when you're ready, on your exhale, we'll gently melt the hips down towards the ground. Maybe you stay here with your right elbow on your right knee, and if you want more, you can rotate, bringing the left elbow to the right knee. So we're letting those hips drop down. You might find a nice sensation through that back hip or hip flexor. And remembering, we're not pushing too deep, just as low as comfortable for you. We're not holding this pose for too long. We have around another minute here. Two more breaths here. And gently coming back out of that lunge, we'll bring our hips all the way down to the ground for a half hero pose. So our left leg is going to stay bent and our right leg will be straight. Option to just slide your hips off towards the right of that leg so that our left heel is out next to the hip, and we're in our half hero pose, so those knees can be as close together as comfortable for you. We'll walk our hands behind us and tuck the pelvis under like you're trying to press your belly button towards the mat to lengthen through that right quad. Option to stay here. This is good enough if you're feeling a nice sensation through the left quad. If you want more, maybe you lower down to your elbows. Maybe you'd like to lie on your back. But wherever you are, we're tucking that pelvis under to find the stretch in the left quad. Close down the eyes, soften the gaze. Come back to that breath. And our next journaling prompt is, how committed are you to becoming this person and why? How committed are you to becoming this person and why? When you're ready, gently pressing up onto your hands, unravel your legs, find your journal. How committed are you to becoming this person and why? Another 20 seconds here. And when you're ready, we'll find our low lunge on the other side. So our left leg is forward, our right knee is on the cushion. We'll sit up nice and tall to start with. And when you're ready, gently lowering down to a depth that feels nice to you. Maybe our left elbow meets left knee. Maybe we find that rotation, right elbow towards the knee. Remembering we're not pushing super deep into this lunge, just until we feel a nice sensation through the right hip flexor. Another 3 breaths here. And on your exhale, straightening the front leg. Let's sit our hips all the way down to the ground. Slide them off to the left of that right foot. So we find our half hero pose. Our right ankle is next to the right hip. Bring the knees as close together as comfortable for you. Once you're ready, hands go behind you, tuck your pelvis like you're pressing the belly button towards the ground. And when you're ready, we'll lower down to the elbow or maybe to a lie down, remembering this is your practice, come as deep as you'd like. Find that breath. And our last journaling prompt today is, what actions can I take this week to be one step closer to that person? What actions can I take this week to become one step closer to that person? When you're ready, gently pressing up onto the hands, unravel the legs. Finding your journal. What actions can you take this week to become one step closer to that person? Last 30 seconds here. Let's make our way to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Finding a nice comfortable position for you. Maybe that's lying down. Maybe you prefer to stay seated. Bring out the arms and legs out wide. Take any little fidgets, any little movements that you need to allow yourself to relax. Let go of any want or need to chase any sensations or shapes, and just allow yourself to be one last time. Maybe using this time to reflect on those journaling prompts. Just remembering that you have everything you need to be that person inside of you already. You just need to step into that person and become them. Rather than I want to be, become I am. Shavasana. Option to stay a little bit longer. If you're ready to come out, starting to deepen your breath. Wiggle fingers, toes, slowly making your way to a full body stretch or bend your knees. Taking a moment of gratitude here for yourself, for sticking to the last 15 days. And proving to yourself that you can, proving to yourself that you do. And now this week you can prove to yourself that you am, I am. You already are that person you want to be. It's time to step into it. When you're ready, gently coming up to a seated position, we'll meet with the eyes closed or gaze softened. Hands come to your heart space, allow your head to bow to your fingertips. Thank you so much for choosing to move with me today and spending the last 15 days together. I can't wait to spend the last week together. Thank you for always moving your bodies intuitively and honoring this ancient practice of yoga. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're enjoying this 21-day series, and I can't wait to share the last 7 days with you. So I'll see you on the mat.